What is one of the most memorable skits on SNL? Cowbell? Hi, welcome to an episode of Unlocking the Mind Behind Make More Work Less. My name is Fong. I'm an entrepreneur, business strategist, real estate investor, speaker, and also a best-selling author. And every single day, I help others unlock the potentials and guide them to succeed. Today on Unlocking Mind, we talk about another cognitive bias, and the reason why I have this show is so that we can better understand how our minds work, make better decisions, build stronger relationships, and of course, avoid certain cognitive traps. So for today's cognitive bias, let me ask you a question. If you are a fan of SNL, and I'm going to ask you, what is the most memorable skit? Is it Cowbell? And if I said Cowbell and SNL, you know exactly which skit I'm talking about. Now, for those people who don't know what I'm talking about, go and search SNL and Cowbell. You'll find it has Will Ferrell on it, and it's absolutely amazing. The skit is so memorable. And the reason why it's such a memorable skit is because it was so bizarre. It was so unique. It was so distinctive. It was done so well. And we can remember it. We can recall it. We could share it. We could talk about it to other people. And that's what we want when we have a message to share. We want something to be memorable. When we go to places, we want things to be memorable so that we can recall it. The thing is, when we're going about our day-to-day lives, we have so much stuff that comes into our brains. It gets encoded and gets lost in all that encoding. But if something sticks out, if something was distinct, if something was unique, if something was exciting, then we tend to give that encoding an extra oomph so we can recall it later, so we can relive that moment, so we can share that moment, so we can tell other people about that moment. So that is the bizarreness effect. That is the tendency of bizarre material to be more memorable and better remembered than common material. So when we're going up on stage and we're doing a presentation, we want it to be memorable. We need to throw something in there that's exciting, throw something in there that's bizarre, so that people go, oh yeah, I remember that moment. Oh yeah, I can remember feeling this way about that presentation. Same with movies. That's why some movies are so much more memorable than others, because they have that bizarreness effect. You can remember it because it was exciting, it was unique, it was captivating, and that's what we want. When we go and watch movies, we want those excitement. We want that bizarreness so that we can remember those movies. If we're going to watch a presentation and we want to gain that knowledge, we want that knowledge to be bizarre presented so that we can remember that knowledge. That's why so many times when we're thinking about history and stuff like that, and stuff that we've learned from school, it's more likely that we remember those certain lessons because it was taught to us in a more exciting way or a more bizarre way. For instance, I remember a lot of little comments and a lot of different facts and knowledge about the Russian Revolution and all kinds of stuff, honestly, because of Animaniacs, because that cartoon presenting it in such a bizarre way, such an exciting way, such a memorable way, that I actually remember a lot of those facts compared to what I actually read in the textbook. Because reading a textbook is not exciting sometimes. It's not presented in a bizarre way. But Animaniacs does it so well in such a bizarre way that it has the bizarre effect. And I could remember, I could recall it. And it's one of those things that we can learn and apply to our day-to-day lives, so that if we want to spread a message, if we want to share a story, and we want people to be captivated, we want people to remember what our messages are, we need to present it excitingly, with energy, and maybe throw in some bizarre stuff in there to make it unique and memorable, so it's easy for them to distinctly recall in their memory banks. So that is the bizarreness effect. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. And if you did, please go back and watch some of my other episodes on Unlocking the Mind. And if you like Unlocking the Mind, we have a lot of other shows. The Peak Potential Success Show, the Make More Mind Bites, and of course, Master Mind Bites that's up every single week. So until next time, thank you very much for your likes, your comments, your subscriptions. I love seeing those comments. And until next time, today is the day to unlock your peak potential. I'll see you later.